Hello friends, I am Neuro, welcoming you to a brand new video. Today, we delve into an intriguing subject, exploring the layers of global politics. Our focus is on Israel, the Houthis, the UK, and the USA, four entities entangled in a complex web of geopolitical relationships. We'll explore why Israel doesn't directly aid the Houthis and ponder on the implications of a hypothetical war between the Houthis and the UK and USA. Now, let's start our journey into the complexities of geopolitical relationships. Firstly, we need to understand why Israel doesn't directly help the Houthis. The Middle East is a region steeped in centuries of history, culture, and religion, all of which play significant roles in the complex interplay of geopolitics. At first glance, Israel and the Houthis, a Yemeni Zaidi Shia insurgent group, may seem to share a common enemy in Saudi Arabia. However, the web of alliances and rivalities in the region is far from straightforward. Israel's strained relationship with Iran, a strong supporter of the Houthis, adds another layer to this intricate puzzle. In fact, the historical animosity between Israel and Iran, fueled by religious, political, and strategic differences, often overshadows potential alliances. Furthermore, Israel's regional dynamics and strategic interests often align with those of Saudi Arabia, especially concerning Iran's influence in the Middle East. So, as we see, it's a complex web of alliances, rivalities, and strategic interests. Now, let's imagine a hypothetical scenario. A war between the Houthis and the UK and the USA. A conflict of this nature would be far from conventional warfare, and its triggers could range from political tensions to territorial disputes. Perhaps the spark might come from an escalated retaliation against perceived aggression. Or maybe it could be a strategic move to disrupt the balance of power in the Middle East, a region already fraught with volatility. But let's not forget the international community. In such a scenario, the United Nations would likely step in, attempting to mediate and prevent escalation, but their success would largely hinge on the collective will of the member states. Now let's talk about military capabilities. The Houthis, while not a conventional military power, have proven themselves to be resilient and resourceful. Their guerrilla warfare tactics, combined with the rugged terrain of Yemen, could present a formidable challenge. On the other side, we have the UK and the USA, two of the world's most powerful military forces. They have advanced technology, superior air power, and extensive experience in global conflict management. But as history has shown us, military might is not always the decisive factor in conflict outcomes. The geopolitical implications of such a conflict would be enormous. It could potentially redraw alliances and reshape the Middle East's political landscape. The global economy could also be affected, particularly if the conflict disrupts the region's oil production. But we must remember that this is a hypothetical scenario. In reality, the complexities of international relations and the potential for catastrophic fallout would likely prevent such a conflict from materializing. So while this imagined war between the Houthis and the UK and the USA is a fascinating thought experiment, it remains just that, a thought experiment. It's a reminder of the delicate balance of power that exists in our world and the importance of diplomatic solutions to international disputes. A conflict of this nature would certainly shake up the international order and could have far-reaching consequences. So, what have we learned from this exploration? The dance of geopolitics is a complex one, with each country's actions choreographed by a myriad of factors. The relationship between Israel and the Houthis is no exception. Although Israel has not directly supported the Houthis, it's important to realize that the dynamics of international relations are not always black and white. In some cases, indirect support can be just as influential, if not more so, than direct aid. This could take the form of political maneuvering, intelligence sharing, or even the simple act of turning a blind eye. Then we discussed the hypothetical scenario of a conflict between the Houthis and the UK and USA. It's crucial to note that while it's interesting to play out such scenarios, they are just that, hypothetical. The reality is usually far more complex with numerous variables and potential outcomes. But one thing is certain. In the world of geopolitics, strategic interests always play a significant role. In the end, it's all about understanding the bigger picture. The world stage is a complex web of relationships, alliances, and conflicts, all shaped by the pursuit of national interests. Thank you for joining me, Neuro, on this journey into the world of geopolitics. Remember, the world is not always as it seems. Until next time, stay curious, friends.